and welcome to episode 3 of Theorycraft. My name is Andrew Brown here on Northern Card Gaming, and today it's Luxio's turn, the newest non-EX GX annoyance that has been released through the new set Ultra Prism in February. It obviously was announced about a month ago, and people are now just seeing how we can try and make it work later down the line. It's obviously not out to February, this is just a very early look at what Luxio can do. Obviously, the new set is now been completely released, and we can see how things will interact, which is why I'm doing this video on Luxio now. Now, why Luxio and not Luxray, you'll find out. But Luxio is really the main component of the deck, and the reason why the deck might actually work. So let's move on to obviously what we're going to be doing today. The overview here: how does the deck work? We're seeing how the whole thing works, how the thing works, and how it interacts with different things. We'll have the variants. A new thing from that wasn't here last time. We're going to look at the different variations that you can play with this with Luxio. There's two main ones in standard, and there's one in expanded. Although the expanded will then move on to different issues, just like will it be as good as the very similar things in expanded. After that, possible techs, and of course threats and weaknesses to the deck. So first up, how does the deck work? Well, let's start off with the basic. Is Shinx. How does that work? Well, reason I generally believe the real reason the deck works is because of Shinx. Shinx is a 50 HP basic lightning, with the fighting, of course, resistant to metal, which would be quite good, hopefully. It has the ability Runaway Evolution. This Pokemon can evolve the turn it was played if it's the first turn of the player going second. So basically, if you go second, you can evolve this for your first turn. That's insane, especially because it means it basically essentially turns your Luxray, if it was really, really good, into a stage 1. Because you can basically have the Shinxes, bridge it out, and then somehow hopefully get your things moving on here. You don't have to bridge it out. It's amazing how it works. Because basically you can go Shinx, you can then search for a Luxio and play it, and then the next turn you can go into Luxray. So it essentially makes your Luxrays a stage 1, which is pretty cool. Now, the Shinx is really, really good, but the Shinx is another reason why the Luxio is so good. We're going to be talking on to the Luxio now. The attack's 10 for 1. It's a evolving basic attack. But Luxio is very interesting. Luxio is an 80 HP stage 1, or basic at this point, because you can play onto Shinx and if you go second, and everyone who wins the coin toss will go second as Luxio. But it has the attack for a colorless energy, which means you can splash it in anything. Electromagnetic Barrier. 30, your opponent can't play any items cards from their hand during their next turn. It is Seismitoad as a non-EX. The day was going to come, and we have it. This is why we're talking about Luxio and not Luxray. Luxio is the real card we want to try and use, because its attack is ludicrous. We've seen that Seismitoad is still good and expanded even with the new things. It is always going to be good. That attack is going to be brilliant in a format where it's very slow. And although a lot of deck cards aren't playing a lot of items at the minute, it can still be annoying because you can't Ultra Ball for that Lele. You can't Elixir. You can't do a lot of things. You can't attach tools. And so I love the idea of it. It's a better item lock than Vileplume ever was, because of the fact that you get a turn of items, while you don't do that normally with Vileplume. Vileplume just got you first turn, that was you. When it comes to a card like this, they're attacking, which means that they have to wait a turn, or at least you get a turn of items at least. You get one turn, which is quite good, compared to what Vileplume was, which was turn 1 item lock, which is never very good. That's why I think Luxio would be quite good. But of course, we've got to look at Luxray. Luxray is the stage 2, and this will become important because of another certain card. But here is the Luxray. Has 150, which is quite good for a stage 2. It's a bit lower than normal stage 2s at the minute. Same weaknesses, same resistance. A free retreat, which is really, really cool. It means you can constantly retreat out of all of them. It has an ability Intimidating Fang. As long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, any damage done to this Pokemon by an opponent's attack is reduced by 30 before applying weakness resistance. That's annoying, not after. It's before. So it basically means, let's take Buzzwole. Buzzwole hits you for 30. Weakness makes it 60, and then you basically take the 30 and then you take the weakness. Although, I guess it might be cool then, just because you're. It basically means the buzz walls 30 is then becoming nothing and nothing, nothing. But I mean that's wrong. Energy becomes 20. Essentially, it's not like the old. It's not like the old Raikou, because it's the old Raikou was after, which meant the weakness happened and then it took away. It just means you're taking less damage if it was the other way. So it's quite good. It's quite a good ability. It's 30 less. That's not bad. It basically means actually thinking about it, actually probably is better thinking about it, because you're not doubling that amount of 30 there. You're doing 30 then doubling it. So actually it's not bad. So ignore my previous statement. It probably is better, but it's still good. No matter what, it's still 30 damage you're reducing. The attack will not matter for reasons, but here it is anyway. Lightning and colorless. It's got all lightning energy attached to this Pokemon. Attack does 150 to basically snipes anywhere 150. That's not bad. That's pretty damn good actually. It's good. It's a shame there's not much. I guess you could use Magnezone if you really wanted to, the lightning one, but you're not really here for that. You're here because this can be used with Shining Celebi, the promo card that came out, with its Time Recall ability, which says each year of all Pokemon can use the attack from its previous evolution. This means Luxio can have the HP and the ability and the free retreat of Luxray, but still be able to use the attack of Luxio. So your Luxray is going to be using Luxio's attack, and that's really cool. It means you can have a lot of HP, a lot more HP, and a lot more damage. You're 30 HP off. Actually, no, you're essentially the same HP as Seismitoad then, because it's 150 becoming 180 because of the ability. That's amazing. But so it's quite cool that way, and I think this would be quite a good wee combo. Hopefully, it does become something in the future. I think it might work. But that's how the deck works. You basically are stopping people's items effectively. Now, the variants are very similar to what Seismitoad was. There's variants of Luxio Garbodor, which is very like the old Noivern one, except that you can do this can be done first turn. Strength of it, your item ability locking. You're both doing both, and it means that you can stop them field blowing off your Garbs, which is really, really cool, because you're locking the field blowers, so they're always ability locked and item locked. You can play Psychic Energy because it's a colorless attack cost, and you can have Trash Lance, so if they start discarding their items, you can go Trash Lance for knockout, hopefully. Consistent attackers, it's everything is a stage 1, and Luxio can evolve turn 1 with the Shinx, so it's very consistent and low setup required, and the 1 prize attackers, which is always very, very good. The weaknesses I could think of was that the low HP, because you can't really play the Luxray Celebi thing here, just because you're turning off abilities. And then your damage is limited to about 30 to 60 because you have your own choice band and stuff. So maybe that's enough. That's the only weakness I could really think of, because there's a lot of positives to that kind of thing. The fact you can do turn 1 is what makes me really think it's quite cool. So that's maybe a good idea. Luxio Decidueye, so another one I had. Your two-shotting format, because you're hitting 30, 60, and then 80, 100, 120. So your two-shotting thing is with an on-EX. You can use Devolve Approach. You can use a Luxray Celebi combo, which is quite good. And it's quite a good wee thing for that idea. And obviously you can hollow hunt things back because you can play grass in that deck. And it's quite a cool idea, the fact that you can use the whole Luxray Celebi and hollow hunt. Very important for this sort of deck. The weaknesses: your ability of land, and you're weak to Glaceon, because Glaceon can really hurt this deck because it turns off the Decidueyes, and then you're hitting for 60 but not having the ability lock, which is not good. You have your stage 2 inconsistencies, of course, and the other issue might be that Zoroark might be a better partner for Decidueye. We're not quite sure. Maybe it is. But Luxio's attack cannot be stopped, cannot be just ignored. It's a very, very good attack. And in Expanded, this is where I was having an issue, because in Expanded, as you can see, we have two different versions of the same idea. Seismitoad EX, Quick and Punch for double colors for 30, and then there's Trevenant's Force Curse. In Expanded, you could play it with Bats, and you could play it with Hypnotic Laser and Verbank City Gym, and that's quite cool, the fact you can do that. So, maybe you want to do it like that. It is non-EX, but really in expanded, you're wondering, is it better for you to play Trevenant or better for you to play Seismitoad? Probably better to play Trevenant. If you've got to play a non, if you've got well, this year the Trevenant that their main damage attack really gets stopped by a Giratina, and Seismitoad's an EX. So really, it's a sort of it's combined in that kind of way. I quite like the fact that you can Seismitoad. You can Trevenant turn one though, which is quite cool. So really, it's up to you. It's up to you how you think and how you think it will work. I probably would choose Trev if I had to choose one of them. Unless the Giratinas were quite prevalent, then go Seismitoad if you want to iron lock people. Hospital Text, I was thinking you could go really, really, really truly and put in Flagrant. Sorry about the pixelated Flagrant. Flagrant, Team Skullgrunt, Crushing Hammer, and an E-Hammer, of course, the other one that's not here. You could go full-blown Energy Denial and then restore, get them down to resources while just bashing them, which is quite cool, quite good idea. The threat and weaknesses, though, is that Buzzwall can hit for 70 to 80 on a Luxio due to strong energy and stuff, which is quite hindering, and especially the fact that Zoroark GX being heavily played means that fighting decks might become more common, and that might really hurt Luxio in the long run because it's a one-prize attacker. So it's like and Zygarde can really hurt you as well because Zygarde can hit for exactly 80 with a Stadium and one energy. So that's one issue with it. So if fighting gets really big, Luxio might be the card, might be the deck. But it's quite cool that that's the really only weakness I can think of is the fact that fighting will be really hurt it. But thank you for watching. It's quite a short one again. Luxio is it's quite straightforward. We've seen the attack so much before that it's easy for me to say this, and this. Play Decidueye because it's very like bats. Play bats because bats worked before. Garbodor and Noivern was a good idea, but Noivern couldn't work at the first turn you attack because you had to evolve it. Well, now you've got Shinx. So a lot of old things been rehashed, but the fact it's non-EX also helps. The fact you can use Celebi and give it 150 HP is another really good thing. So hopefully Luxio does something good. I hope it does because it's quite a good idea, and I quite like the card. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys next time. Please keep watching Northern Card Gaming, and I will talk to you soon. Goodbye.